It's the Cable League. MTGO Show.
Ooh. Well, just attracts into Shieldred here. Don't mind that. Don't mind that at all. Maybe sets me up for some Reanimator goodness. Let's play some tunes. Ooh, Tameo. Dark Ritual. So Dark Ritual gets a lot more exciting with this early Shieldred, in my opinion. But I've been blue-black a lot lately. And Tameo is just a really good card. Just a super good card. Some Duress action. Snapcaster is sweet. Lauren Revealed is sweet. Barrogoyf is very good. I'm going to draft a Barrogoyf. Getting some quality cards here. Oh, shit, what up? Hey, JRC. Thanks for 73 months there. You just ordered $73 worth of Dominoes? What a coincidence. $73 of Dominoes? That's so much Dominoes. Yeah, the village to feed. I do not crazy hair. I do not. Hell yeah, Ectomaniac. I did some grilling today myself. Hell yeah, CDs boy. It's been pretty nice out. Made some pesto. Grilled some pork. And some zucchini pizzas. The zucchini pizzas turned out way better than the pork. I don't think I'm ever going to cook pork from frozen again. That was a mistake. I really want that blood crypt, huh? Am I serious about the red splash? I think I'd rather keep cutting blue. What's up, Man at Worgs? Hey, good afternoon, Garrett Jacks. Toxic Deluge could be good. I don't think I'm going to play this too long. I don't think we're going to be doing, like, sneak attack stuff here. Last night's drafts or something else, were they? That blue-red deck ended up pretty good, huh? At least it played out well. Oh, nice, Bane of Worgs. It sounds like a pleasant Sunday afternoon. Sometimes Arcfiend's pretty good. I think we might be the only person in draft, but Dark Ritual didn't wheel. That was like the one black card we didn't see. Oh, there's a Psychic Frog. Perfect. Just the perfect card here. Yeah, Psychic Frog added so much to blue-black. We also didn't see any blue-black fixing, which is a bad sign, I guess. It did schmooth. Yeah, the blue-red deck last night did for him. I'm going to draft this Caracas. The Torston would be good if we ended up with a Flash, but currently we don't have it. A little bit worried about Caracas being a colorless source in my mana base. Normally you would take Thoughtseize very highly in blue-black, and I would here too, but our mana base needs love. Ways to get cheat in Atraxa need love, right? It's the Life of Death or the Recurring Nightmare. We're going to take the Polluted Delta, but I think the Thoughtseize might actually be below one of the reanimation effects. That Jace would be nice too, huh? I'm going to take this Bloodstained Mire. I think there's a good chance the Mire ends up working out. The road to Cube Worlds is so long. It is, yeah. But the nice thing for me in particular is I would be streaming anyway. So, no reason not to jam these over the regular Cube Leagues, huh? Hell yeah, Fever. Good luck in your 64. We pack one, picked one to Atraxa, and currently we have nothing to do with it. I've been impressed with Baleful Mastery. I think I'm going to take the bat here. Burn the removal before we get down to Shieldred. Why did these fetches pump our Barrogoyf? My Skydiver yesterday did like dick all. Card can be so good and so useless sometimes. Looking at the Shinobi, looking at the Mishra's Bauble. I kind of like the Mishra's Bauble, like shrinking my deck down to 39 cards. I worry about the Shinobi, like putting somebody else into blue-black though. Yeah, usually the feeders are done by now. There must just be a little bit less demand this week. Gosh, it's pretty good with the Frog. Yeah, black's just super open. Hey, Melamento man, thanks the sub, thanks the 10 months there. May the Bezo Bucks give me good draft luck. Hell yeah. Nice. So someone took the life death, but we did wield the recurring nightmare. So there's one other black drafter. Basically, we need an underground seam. And maybe another way to cheat in a Atraxar too. Black's very open, Oh, shoot, what up? Hey, Fat Very, thanks the 17 months. Well, Twister works with Shielded. It doesn't work particularly well with the rest of our deck, but Shielded might be enough. Yeah, I'd feel really silly if I passed this Time Twister. I think I passed an Orcs or something. I think there's a good chance we would see a late Orcs, too. Because there's only one other drafter drafting, like, any black cards, and I don't even think they're base black. Just not the pack for me, Looking at Dismember and Volcanic Island, I guess. Yeah, I guess Volk lets Bloodstained Mire get blue. Turns into a Prismatic Vista. Kind of got to make a decision here. Whether I'm trying to reanimate or not. I'm definitely fighting at least one other person. And I would want more than just Recurring Nightmare for Atraxa and Grizzlebrand. But we're giving up like a Brazen Borrower. I don't think I care about a Brazen Borrower very much. Hopefully I don't regret this pick. Ooh, Tar Pit. Thoughts on Shifting Woodland? It's okay. I mean, it's kind of like a creature land. Has anyone seen a Horizon American Saga? Yeah, I saw it in the theater. I thought it was okay. A lot of typical Western tropes, but put through his lenses. It's decent. I'm gonna grab this Voidwalker, Well, here's another reanimation effect, at least. We have a few ways of actually binning them, though, right? It's like just Frog. I feel like Frog wins enough on its own. Corpse Dance would give me way number 3. I mean, there's a Bitter Reunion I can splash. I'm just thinking this Urborg might actually be like good in the mana base, right? Let the Karakas tap for irrelevant mana. I think about Corpse Dance versus Urborg here. And the concern with the Corpse Dance is actually getting the Atraxa or the Grizzlebrand in the bin. Oh, immediately get a discard outlet. Just like main deck Lantern. Maybe Lantern and Spellbomb. Hey, thanks, Team Kills. Yeah, that's what I was thinking Mana Works. The Bob and Bronco look kind of solid if you cut the Reanimator stuff. The Coat Wield, that one's kind of nice with the Shinobi. The Urborg would make that Bazaar a lot better if I was doing that stuff. I think I should have taken that that K command actually instead of the Monolith there. The Monolith would make sense if I like had that Grave Titan, if I had some 6s here. Yeah, I don't think Sleeper's bad here. I do wish I had a bit more disruption for this sort of deck. Like spot discard and such. Last pick, Corpse Dance. So I think the Reanimator package looks something like this. I think Toxic Deluge might be the sideboard card here. It and Soul Guide Lantern are both like reasonable sideboard slots. But the thought is that Toxic, you're like spending a lot of life. And I don't really like sweepers in my Deep Cavern Bat deck, that sort of deal. It is cool to like clear the way for Frog though. Yeah, if we were to play the reanimation package, we'd play these 4 cards. I think we would cut both Bob effects. Both Bob effects, the Lantern, and one other thing. And then we'd have 3 reanimation effects: the Corpse Dance, the Recurring Nightmare, and the Emperor of Bones. Maybe Toxic's better than Recurring Nightmare in this deck, actually. Just be a little more controlling main deck. This would be 8 blue, 11 blank. This is reasonable, huh? Yeah, the flash deck got there. All right. Cardboard Live deck is uploaded. We got some tunes blasting. We got Vintage Cube up. Oh, good Sunday afternoon. I'm kind of excited that I get some feeder drafts in. This is the first time they've been open this late. Last night I told everybody they were only on Saturday, and now here I am streaming them on Sunday like a big dum-dum. Yeah, my upper back and neck have been crazy lately. I don't know what to do about it. Stretch more, I guess. If I tried leaving them in nice rice overnight, my neck? I have not. It's an idea. I'm gonna be cycling this Lantern. We qualified in our last attempt yesterday. That last deck was awesome. Yeah, it played out really well. My favorite part was when people were telling me like the flash package was bad and stuff. I'm like, all right, sure. We'll see about that. Invites for the 64 person Nightshade. There's 8 64 persons throughout the week that you can play in. But that's what we're playing for right now. So however many 4-0s we get. Well, you can only have one person join a 64 person at a time. So the most you can use a week is 8 Nightshade. How many Vegas spots remain? I think 2. There is a list of people that have qualified. It's in the Moto Discord. Emperor Bones reanimating that prime time could be sweet. I have been wastelandered. That was not something I wanted to see. think there's a good chance they trade off here. So I'm just going to do the Bones play instead of trying to sneak in Shinobi. Well, I just got a lot of lands out, huh? Yeah, they block Bargoyf. They eat 6, go to 3. The next turn, Tar Pit just clears them. I don't need that, huh? I don't need that. Hey, sup, F3. Hope you're having a pleasant Sunday afternoon. Didn't see anything for Lantern. Have another bounce spell for the Treachery. Hell yeah, Fat Cerberus. I think that's a lot of Dance with the Dead. Just like some like earnest video game hype mixed with some ripping guitars. I don't fucking know Liquid Dota. I'm gonna see how many invites I have. For one, I don't know which ones that I can qualify for, which ones I can join, because they put up the events on Monday, and then who knows if I'll even get the I can't like plan like I'm gonna do this day specifically because I haven't signed up for the events yet, right? Usually I end up doing the ones on Thursday because I want to be able to do multiple in one day. I want to be able to like dedicate a stream to doing them, but they don't go up until Monday, so I can't tell you what ones I'm gonna be signed up for when I don't know yet. That's all. Oh, my fucking neck hurts. I think I'm gonna try swapping chairs. After this match, I'm going to try swapping chairs, do a chair swap. Maybe that'll help. Hello, Froggo. They're 4-round leagues, F3. Ooh, love that Skittles. There's 8 a week, Fenskinator. I have 2 invites. I need 6 more. Oh boy, yeah. It's a lot of cube. It is a lot of cube. You think I'm only getting 5 more? I mean, I'll get as many as I can. Anything more than 2 would be like really nice for a week. If I could snag another couple today, that'd be awesome. Well, that's annoying. Hey, thanks, speedruns. Yeah, mostly worried about a treachery at this point. Hell yeah. I can keep this on the draw, huh? I did not board out the deluge. I boarded out lantern for spellbomb. Against treachery, not opponent. Doesn't seem like this lantern's going to be very good, but it'll at least be an artifact in the graveyard for Magoif. You think fourth and Minsk are better than Frog? Yeah, I kind of don't think that. you like literally just watched a game where I played a Frog and my opponent played a Minsk and they fucking died. They played Minsk into Oko and just died. The Minsk token couldn't attack because I would like eat the Minsk on my way to eating the fucking Planeswalker. Frog's just there like, I'll eat you and your little hamster too. Yeah. Huge endorsement. Well, I mean, you literally just watched that match. You shouldn't need me to endorse anything. You just watch that Frog body that Minsk. And it costs half as much. It costs 2 fucking mana. Anyway. I think I'm going to trigger the Shredder here. I could have just passed holding up Tidebinder. That might be better than double spelling into the Shredder. The Shred. Absence not a crazy one. Like Sack put the Shredder on top of their deck. I was gonna serve. It's gonna be annoying every turn. I think their mana just doesn't support double white right now. That's why they're bidding Wrath of God and Absent here. Next qualifiers are on Saturday. Maybe night. They might not, they said that they wouldn't necessarily have some on the 8th week. I think next week is the 8th week. But likely, yes. Oh shit, what up? Hey Ronan, thanks for 62 months. Thinking about Absence on Shredder. Sunfall's like weirdly not crazy. I don't think we need to flip Tameo. We can just like, for one, like we can do that ourselves by drawing cards instead of filtering. For two, like having a flip Tameo isn't always better. Like currently, I think I'm good just drawing an extra every turn. Sure. Just gonna pass in Tidebinder here, I think. You got it, friend. Maybe the Emperor Bone should have exiled the Ledger Shredder last turn. I was worried about the Emperor getting exiled, and then I wouldn't have the thing to rebuy here. But if it had gotten exiled, I don't know. I could like double spell and put a trigger on the Shredder, maybe. Yeah. I don't even know. One more mana here to flip Tamio. This would be a good spot. Our board's like a little on the overloaded side. A little overextended, right? So flipping Tamio into a Walker would be nice. It's spat out a lot of clues, though. Tamio has certainly been good. What's the benefit of declining to exile Ledger Shredder the previous turn? My opponent had an onboard bounce effect. So if you exile the Ledger Shredder and you replay the Emperor Bones, it no longer has a Ledger Shredder exiled with it, because it's a new permanent. So that's what I was worried about, in case I wanted to use the Tiebinder on not Jace the Mind Sculptor, right? Sure. Unless we have a damn handy for that, huh? Exile the graveyard. I've gotten in trouble for doing that, particularly when I've got Goyf in my deck. Getting too ham with that. Usually exiling things for funsies is not great when you've got Goyf in your deck. And I do have a Goyf there. I might exile the Fractured Identity just in case they have Snapcaster anyway, because that's like a particularly debilitating card to get flashback on you, but in general you shouldn't just be like shrinking, exiling planes and mana vaults and stuff. Especially because I want their graveyard to have planes in it if I do play a Time Twister later. Like, I want them to reshuffle their trash back in, right? Wonder if I should bat here first. No, let's just flip the Tamio. Maybe I don't want to flip Tamio. It sure is nice to have this steady flow of cards. Ooh, what's up, Shieldred? Alright, I gotta go to the bathroom real quick. Hopefully I get back in time to make that swap. Not surprised I didn't make it back in time. Let's mulligan. We need a black source. Oh shit, what up? I don't really want to go to 5. And Bob's a good card. So at least if we hit a swamp, at least we're playing a good card against control on 2, E5 Bishop with the resub with the 77 months. The tier 3, the $25 subscription. Bishop says 79 months. Let's go, let's go. Love and appreciate you, friendo. Second at a Pioneer event. First time playing, all because of learning from your stream. See you at CubeCon. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, Bishop. I'll cheers to that. Really looking forward to CubeCon. And then Sir Nimley with a resub of the 43 months saying I'm actually subbing to Sir Barrington. It's because you are of good taste. Tide Binder's looking a little shaky. Is this Teferi? Zigawitz, thanks for the resub. Thanks for the 80 months, the big 8-0. Maybe I should have played two drops last turn. We're kind of playing into a sweeper. I don't think this is great. Hey, Zach AS, thanks for the sub, thanks for the 60 months. We know that they have multiple sweepers in their deck, Wrath and the Exile one. Both pretty devastating here, and not really much I can do about them. Hey, happy birthday, Simultanuka. I'm gonna play the worst Tidebinder of all time here. Doesn't even end up in the graveyard here for me. Yeah, it would have been a lot less obnoxious if we'd been on the play, right, Nightshade? Because then we would have had a body in play to pressure the Teferi if it down-ticked. Which would have meant the Tidebinder could be attacked, like, could have been up for the Jace. But the whole game just gets flipped. If you had to go play the Bob on turn 2 and such. Then on top of that one turn before they get to Fairy down. But such is the game of Magique. I do have a removal spell that hits walkers, don't I? I think I've got a couple. I've got the discard one and then the Baleful. All right, you win. Where's a haste creature when you need one? So in game 3 here, what we really want to see is like a duress or a turn one card draw, right? We've got Dark Confident, Caustic Bronco, and Psychic Frog. All of those would be excellent. Turn 1 off Mox Diamond, or turn 2 following a duress. Turn 1 Tamiyo could be really sweet too. But that's the sort of thing we're looking for. I almost like Wishclaw Talisman. Like, they played a Planeswalker, I activate, go get Baleful Mastery, answer Planeswalker. They activate, go get a Walker, I activate, go get another answer to a Walker. Hey, sup, Kunam? The issue with playing duress here is then you're like, your whole curve gets gunked up. Sick. Yeah, very cool. Your turn. What didn't untap my swamp? Well, whatever. You could hold up Tidebinder here. I guess we are anyway. What was off it? They're like, that does not look like I am winning through. Another white, blue-white opponent, Tom. Hopefully they have some critters for snuff out. Setting up the Shinobi here. The old Shinobs. Live tracks, I'm just gonna put on my playlist. I've YOLO hit a Shinobi just with the cryptic code and just manifested it. So I could just like flip it up. It was pretty insane. It was a bit of a bummer of a turn. At least I got the Bloodstained Mire back to hand, huh? Hey, thanks, Simo. I think there's 2 places left for Vegas, yeah. I think running out this Goy, if it just gets chumped for a while, though. I think I'm going to replay the coat and set up Shinobi again. Part of you wants to see it live in Vegas, yeah. I think we're going to Vegas already. No harm in stopping by, checking it out. Probably an exciting thing, huh? Cracking boosties for thousands of dollars. Oh, they just have the combo. Well, I hope the top 2 cards of the library have an answer to their own combo, because otherwise I might be shit out of luck here. Yeah, I think my odds of winning this game are like getting close to the 5% level. Lower. We do have Voidwalker that can answer sort of the meat shenanigans. Could slow down an opponent. Potentially, Settle up! Cryptic Code. That's a funny card to have underneath Or I'm sorry, Creeping Tar Pit is kind of a funny card to have underneath a Cryptic Coat. Oh boy, Swamp. If we still had the Soul Guide Lantern in play, we wouldn't be able to get the sword. You can always sacrifice another artifact in response to Graveyard Hate and get the sword back. But it would force them to always leave a mana up, and then they're producing one less Thopter token per turn. So it'd be useful, but just like not very. It's useful in the same way that like a Wasteland would be useful because they'd be making less Thopters. Oh, Brutal Blast Aqua. Qualifier for what? One of the arena things? Yeah, I mean they have me covered with this spell bomb, right? We can scoop. Yeah, my only real answer to the Thopter Sword is having a Voidwalker in play. They put in a ton of answers to Voidwalkers, so I think I'm actually gonna cut the Lantern for spell bomb. Sometimes those artifact decks have some real big chonkers. Actually, maybe Toxic. Do like this. Tamio kind of answers it. Yeah, not really. I don't think that's faster, Kuna. I think you're underestimating how clunky it is to actually set that up in my deck, and how unlikely it is to actually happen within a reasonable time frame. It'd be real nice to get this Barret Whiff down, huh? I'm not taking this Turtle. Ideally, I'll have Tidebinder up before Karn comes down, so it's like Relic versus Turtle here. I think the Turtle's scarier, even though it's a very far bit away. Hey, there we go. Are you crazy, or is Mox Diamond sketchy versus Infinite Bounce? So y'all are saying Infinite Bounce over and over because of how last game went, but they have a Cryptic Command, right, which is the only bounce spell they play that can actually target this Mox Diamond. They have a Cryptic Command, and it costs fucking 4 mana. And then their other bounce spells were Aether Spellbomb and a 5-drop that can bounce, that can unsummon creatures. Just like think it through. We've seen 3 bounce spells in like their entire deck. They might be the only bounce spells, right? Very likely to be their only bounce spells. There's nothing to be afraid of. People get like really hyper focused on like this is how the game played out, so this is how it'll always play out. So I need board specifically for the game that we lost. Maybe we should board for the game that we win, where we get to like play creatures and attack and stuff. Those games. Let's try and guide the game in that direction. Mox Diamond lets you like play a fucking Bob on turn 1. It's amazing, amazing for this style of thing. In this game, it allowed me to keep a hand, right? I wouldn't have been able to keep this hand because I wouldn't have had a blue source without the Mox Diamond. And remember that it's a spell, right? It's not in here in a land slot. Ooh. Opponent's at 7. So the nice thing about Voidwalker is that it makes cards like Cryptic Command look a bit worse. Because they did score like Cryptic Tap, then we got a Cryptic Command underneath the Voidwalker for a future turn. There's something holding up Tidebinder here. A spot where I think that sentiment, the bouncing Mox Diamond sentiment, is more valid is if you're playing a deck that's got like a critical mass of ways of blinking it and stuff. So a deck that's got like Flicker Wisp and the dog that blinks and such. Lorenz, you know, just like a critical mass of ways to make Mox Diamond look bad. Maybe you'd consider cutting it. But we only saw one-time use from the Cryptic. Well, I'm glad I didn't dump my hand, I guess. Oh, they're fucking... I'm not going to have a hand. Kind of looks like this just wins, right? This balance here. Wish the dress had seen that one. That's 7. Yeah, playing the Tidebinder or not doesn't really matter. It'll either get sacked or discarded. Getting to go down to 0 cards here. It's pretty good. If I had a removal spell, I could like kill my own bat to give them a card to hand. We could keep a card, keep Voidwalker or something. This is pretty bad though. Against specifically this, the best card was technically running out the Cryptic Coat, but didn't even like spend time to find it really, did they? I guess they did the one time. Pretty brutal. On the other Kappa bank, yeah, they have a very fast clock now. They can just untap and play it here. Despite losing a bunch of lands to their own balance. Yeah, we can scoop. Bummer. This deck was doing well until it wasn't,